Hello, good morning students. We were studying chapter number 9 body movement. So now we will start with girdles. What is girdles? The limbs are not joined directly to the spine but they are joined through girdles. The human body has two pairs of girdle, pectoral girdle and pelvic girdle. जो हमारे shoulders होते हैं वो directly they are not joined. They are joined with the help of girdles. So there are two types of girdle, pectoral girdle and pelvic girdle. Pectoral girdle is also called shoulder girdle. Why it is called shoulder girdle? Because it joins shoulder with the limb. Okay, it is called pectoral girdle because it joins shoulder blade with the collarbone, and it takes a lot of strain caused by the weight of the body and by lifting heavy weights. What it was, when you have to lift anything, so this girdle only helps you for lifting up anything or for holding up anything. So this is the work of the girdle. Pelvic girdle is between hip girdle and his hip bone called pelvis. Okay, hip bone को हम pelvis भी कहते हैं. It support legs and help us sit. You see in your leg hip side the joint, it is called pelvic girdle. Okay, which helps you to sit and stand. Now next comes joints. There are four main types of joint. How many types of joints are there? Four main types of joint. The places where two or more bones meet are called joint. What are joint? Where two or more bones are being met. There are different types of joint in our body, help us carry out different measurement and activities. The joints can be categorized as immovable or fixed joint, partially movable or movable or perfect joint. How many types are there? Many, three types. Immovable or fixed joint. Then partially, which does not move completely, little bit it moves. Then movable or perfect joint, which move from in all four directions it can move. So let us study immovable or fixed joint. Immovable joints are also known as fibrous joint. These joints do not move. Joints between the bones of the skull are examples of immovable joint. You cannot see this, but if you see in your book, the skull, there are joints, but it is not clearly, it is not movable. It is at one place. Okay, it is at one place. Like you see a chair, when you are sitting, so there is a joint, but it does not move. At that point, it does not move. But some games or toys you see, it moves here and there also. So fixed joint is of skull. Partially movable. Partial joints are also known as cartilaginous joint. There is a small amount of movement permitted at these joints, which are separated by an elastic tissue called cartilage. Such joints are present between adjacent vertebrae in the backbone. Have you seen? You can see one on page number 83. Partially movable joint is there of a spine. It is shown that they does not move. Little bit only moves. That's why you are able to sit, stand and do your work. Then comes movable joint. What are the movable joint? Movable joint allow free movement of bones in various directions. What is movable joint? It allows free movement of bones in various directions. Bones at the joints are joined together by strong tissue known as ligament and cartilage. Is present between the bones at the joint to prevent the bones from rubbing against each other. There are four major freely movable joints in our body. How many types of movable joints are there? Four major. The movable joints, what is the work? They are being joined with the two bones, and in middle there is cartilage and ligament, which does not allow them, so that you should not get rubbed at the position. Otherwise, if you think you take two iron pieces and all the time you have to move, so what will happen? Due to too much movement among themselves, they will damage. The same way it is with the bone also. With the flow, with the regular flow of movement, we avoid, so we are having their cartilage and ligaments so that they should not move continuously, because if we will rub together many times, then they will get damaged. To avoid damage, we use cartilage and ligament. First one, there are mainly how many types of joint? Ball and socket. First one is ball and socket joint. In this joint, one of the joining bone has a hollow or a socket. You see your shoulder, you can move in all the direction. Can you? It is movable. This is here one ball and socket is on the collarbone. Okay, socket is on the collarbone and this one is your ball. So this helps in the movement of a body in all the direction. This joint is ball and socket. Two places, one is in hand and one is at hip. It is there. Okay. So the other bone has a rounded shape like a ball. The ball fits in the socket and it can move around in all directions. The shoulder joints and hip joints are ball and socket joints. They allow us to swing arms and legs in different directions. Then next comes pivot joint. This joint is one of the body can move without disturbing the connected part. Joint between the head and the neck. This joint. This is the pivot joint. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is a pivot joint. Okay. The joint between the head and the it allows us to move the head up and down and sideways. Correct? Up, down, sideways. Huh? Then next comes hinge joint. This joint works like the hinge in door. At such joint, the bone can bend only in one direction. The bones in the elbow. You see, this way you can move your bones. Huh? But after a state, can you back move? No. Only in one direction it is moving now. This is your hinge joint, elbow. Then gliding joint. This joint allows bone to slide over each other. Such joints are present in the wrist and ankles. This one. This is your hinge joint. It is in ankle of the hand and in the ankle down near the foot. It allows side to side as well as backward and forward movement. Then last comes movement of bones. The human body has a large number of muscles, you are knowing. We have studied in the starting only. A muscles is made up of bundles of fibers joined together by connected tissue. By which it is connected? By a tissue. Bones alone cannot move by themselves. The muscles that are attached to the bones help to bring about all movements of the body. We are able to run, walk, jump, lift things and move our eyelids only because of our muscles. Why we are able to move our eyelids? Because of the presence of muscles. Now, you can move your mouth because of the presence of muscles. Hand, it is just, you can say, outer covering of the skeleton. Muscles are connected to the bones by strong cord-like tissue called tendons, by which it is connected by tendons and they help us move the body. Muscles can contract as well as expand. What muscles can do? It can contract and expand. All movements of the body occur because of the contraction and expansion of muscles. How it happens? Because of the contraction. You see, when you are holding your hand, it is contracting. When you are lifting it out, it is expanding. It is due to the contraction and expansion of the muscles. That's why we are able to move, we are able to do our work. When one of the muscles is attached to the bones and contract, the bone is pulled in the direction. At this time, the other muscles on the pair relaxes to move the bone in opposite direction. The relaxed muscle contracts and pulls the bone towards its original position. Thus, the two muscles work together to move a bone in different direction. This only helps the muscles to move in different direction. The last topic of this chapter is X-ray. You all must be aware of X-ray. An X-ray is an image of the structure inside your body. Where is X-ray done? Inside your body, whatever are the structure, particularly your bones. Okay. Sometimes when your bones and any part is broken, doctor advise you for an X-ray. Why? He can see after the X-ray that from where it has been broken and what can be the cure of it. A doctor orders for an X-ray image to be taken when there is a suspicion of internal energies to the bones. The energy of cracks in the bones appear clearly in the X-ray. Where it occurs? In the X-ray. Okay. That's all for this chapter. Thank you, students, and have a good day.